Ladies and gentlemen, it's time once again for Pimp Your Comic. Yes. If you've never seen me post about this previously, originally on DeviantArt, I've done it on Facebook, perhaps even Twitter. But I always get a huge reaction, and let's see what happens here. Never tried it on YouTube, I don't think. I've talked about it and posted a link to various spots I've done it, but let's do it here. So, if you have a comic book you're currently working on and wish to promote it, then by all means, go to the comments section and leave a comment talking about your comic or simply linking to where people could go check it out. So that means everything from works in progress, like if you have Instagram pics or Facebook pics or Twitter pics, or if you got a site, or if you got it on Comicology or um, your website, or you have it as a webcomic on the multiple webcomic sites, everywhere and anywhere. Post a link, tell us a little bit about it. Take a minute or two, and also please check out everybody else's comments and click on their links. Make sure everybody's links go through as long as they're authentically comic book links. Um, just in case YouTube thinks it's spam or whatever. I did a little test because I wasn't even sure if you could post a link in the comment section uh, to anything. So I tested it out and it seems to work. But like I said, I'll make doubly sure everybody's comic links show up. Um, Dry mouth. Excuse me. But yeah, I'm stoked about this. The indie comic community needs help promoting all that they're doing hard work on and throwing their blood, sweat, and tears into. And I know this for a fact because I got my own Facebook group called Creator Owned, which I'll also throw that into the description box where I post various links to everything. You can support me on my Patreon, and I even throw in a tip jar. But this is about you, folks. This is about you posting links to your comics, whether they're in progress or you've finished an issue or a couple of issues. You currently got a Kickstarter or Indiegogo or even what do other people use? GoFundMe. Um, I guess maybe some people might be using Facebook fundraiser. Um, I know that worked for me and my kitty. Um, so yeah, excited to see this actually work. So throw your comics into the comics comments section. Thank you very much for your time and effort. Uh, Indie Comics rule. That is all. Now watch me work on my comic. Thank you. So essentially, I'm filling in blanks this time around, but making progress on my pages for 30 minutes. This particular page is from Blood Rights, a vampire demon book. So if you're into darkness, then this might just be the ticket. So I wanted to talk about today, I mentioned it enough recently, but internet issues. I'm currently on a phone line to get my internet. The other provider that I've been looking at, and essentially is my favorite word right now. What's going on? The other provider is cable. So I heard through the grapevine from a fellow streamer that cable is better. And I looked on their site, and they have a lot of different options. I don't want TV. I might get a house phone as well, since that's what I have at the moment. But they have, basic, better, best, beyond options. They're not called that, but you get the point. Lots of different options, and actually Lisa uses it, this cable provider, and seems like she has the blast option, which is really a higher up tier. Her nephew was into gaming, so I'm not sure if he ordered the internet or Lisa ordered it with him gaming in mind. But yeah, so that's totally going to work, and I'm going to order it very soon. So that will be taken care of, and I could thenceforth stream on the internet. Won't that be a kicker? I cannot stumbling words stuff. So that will be much improved going forward. And since I did a Pimp Your Comic thingy, I figured I'll mention Jeff Lafferty's Indiegogo is only 4 days and counting. Counting down. And it's 38% funded last time I looked. Actually, let me go over there. Click. Where are you? There you go. And we got, okay, so, it's a little better. It's 41% funded right now. He's got 49 backers and 4 days left. I think it hit 4 days, like maybe 4 hours ago as I'm recording this. So it's live now, but depending on when you listen to it, it might be gone. So if you're listening to this when it first goes up, go there and pledge to his comic book, The BERSERKONAUT. Jeff has done comics professionally, and this is his own creator-owned project, The BERSERKONAUT. So go give me a hand, pledge, share, all that jazz. Jeff is started the Artcasters group on Facebook, and has also been a huge supporter of any one of the THEE100s peoples. So return in kind. And I see a bunch of people promoting it and sharing it, and every little bit helps. So other than that, this particular page, the paper was a little lousy. I love the page as it's drawn out. And yeah, I was psyched to dive into it, but the page like sucks up the ink a little bit. So keeping that in mind. Kind of just doing the best I can. But it won't really be a problem. It's just like normally, previously, I've been a little bit of a perfectionist, and I would go over the blacks a bunch of times and even go over the lines to make everything a solid black. I prefer a matte finish to my inks. You can get like shiny ink or matte type ink, depending. This particular ink, even though it's in a Pelican bottle, because I just love their bottles, as opposed to Higgins, which, you know, it doesn't hold as much in this little quirkier shaped. But anywho, that's regardless. Higgins, you know, I really like it. It's just a matter of letting it dry out in the open air. So you open the bottle cap and for a couple hours, a day, depending on how much added water is in the mix. Lately, it's more watery than it was years and years ago, but everything changes. So you always got to be flexible and keep that in mind. But yeah, you know, so I promised to do more than just fill inks in, but it is part of the process and it is moving me forward, and that's, you know, really important. You know, this is day 5 already, and I've made some progress. Today I actually sorted through my pages, and I filmed it like twice, and the first time I did it without sound, then the second time I actually clicked the button at the wrong time, so it was like I happened to click it before I started going through the pages and talking, so I didn't capture it. Anyway, I'll try again tomorrow to show you kind of where I'm at as far as bright eyes. Not bright eyes, blood rights. Of course not. And retro. Yeah, this is, you know, it's a 100-day challenge for a reason, folks. And just briefly, I'm realizing, like, the intention of making my videos is to make it more, the process of putting together the video more streamlined. And I don't know why it's taken me such a long time. I gotta find shortcuts within my editing because I feel like I'm fumbling around, and instead of going back and editing this audio, I'm just going to leave it as is. And the video is pretty straightforward. But yeah, it just seems to be taking a little more time than it should. So I'll examine that with my next video. But here I go, just you know, jamming and getting this one up and on to the next, as they say. So see you at the end.
Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and share. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. And here's some other videos to check out. I also wish to thank each and every patron. If you're not a patron, become a patron today. Go to patreon.com/Palmiotti. And that's it. See you again next time.